Collective. This is Sheila, your host for Intentional Conversations. Today, it's going to be a quick, well, I'm not going to say quick. This is maybe the longest podcast I have done in a while. This one's going to be, for the month of April. This is March the 29th, and I have a lot to say, so I got to get right into it so that it doesn't be so long. Um, what we're seeing in the collective is coming to an end. If those of you who are into collective readings, those of you who are aware of, the Earth Angel storyline with the family or the coven or witches, whatever that's been attacking the masculine, divine, feminine as one individual fighting a whole bunch of people due to destiny swaps, stealing of gifts and destinies and alignment. This is the storyline for that. And so let me get into it. And so the collective, this is what is saying in for the month of April. Endings, awakenings, protection, alignment, real love, and actual money. That's where we're seeing in the collective of April. So the collective, we have to see that there's some things that we have to talk about today. One of them is the shadow and projection of people who act from unhealed fear. You don't absorb it, but you are aware and you may be silently taking note. Because in April, I see people who are going to stop having these moments of explanation, like explaining themselves. That everything that's like we're starting to see some sort of tower moment in the month of April. Is an ending, but this ending comes with some sort of protection. So this is to me like a tower that will make a lot of us celebrate. Because something is going to suddenly come to an end. Maybe this talk about um you know witches or spiritual teachers and mentors who are literally plotting, like I swear they was having classes, maybe even talking about what they were getting ready to do to people, to steal their destiny, to steal their lives, or steal their opportunities. Somebody is planning on trying to steal from you some kind of stronghold attachment to you. And so, collective, what I'm going to say to you is that someone is operating and expressing themselves for a very long time through their shadow expression, through these projection of fear, that unhealed fear, and that a lot of us thought was normal when they first mentioned it, or maybe they first talk about it. It didn't seem like they were going through some sort of I call it smiling vengeance. That's to the point where the smiling vengeance has come to a point where it has become such a disturbance that people are unnerved by these individuals now. And so, what we're starting to see is that we also going to see people doing very wild things. They're going to look like they have common sense. They're going to look like they're good people, that they wouldn't harm a fly. But we're going to see that some of these people have been operating like the Wizard of Oz, behind the scenes, making things whistle and blow. And that some of these people have been operating in the spirit of very, very wicked behaviors. Not because they're powerful, but because they have been negotiating with fear for too long. And so we're going to see this unhealed pattern doesn't just hurt people, but it also can create a very distorted environment. So right now we're going to see that all these behaviors that these people have been operating in, their whole community has been distorted based on their fears that they have been checking out into the collective. So this destiny swap energy that has taken over the collective for the last five years, and I've been an experience of these attacks myself, even as of today, that people are going to see that how you feel about yourself sets a tone for the environment that you live in and enter in each room. So someone who's been living in their shadow expression, who have been very argumentative, very confrontational, plotting and planning murder plots, and how they're going to steal from you, how they're going to operate in your life through your destiny, how they're going to take things from you that maybe the Holy Spirit has given you. Whatever these people have placed in their mindset, and how they have cursed and plot against your family, how they plot against your health, whatever it is, you're simply not going to invite that energy in. Maybe a lot of you don't even know these people that have been attacking you. Not these people have been stalking you in the astral realm. day and night, hiding in your ceilings, hiding in your, sitting on your couch, whatever they've been doing. These people have been operating in the spirit very loudly to the collective, where I know for a fact that a lot of people know exactly who's been doing these attacks and what groups and what organizations. And even though they have not verbally expressed it, these people are silently taking note. Okay? So people are becoming very self-aware of what people have been doing and operating in the spirit and in the physical against other people, even as false witnesses, as trespassing, and all those sort of things. That is going to come to a sudden end out of the blue sometime now in April. So we're going to hear some cycles that are not going to close very gently because somebody is refusing to stop. Someone keep pursuing someone. And it's weird because the person that they're pursuing is like a sweetheart, an earth angel. This is somebody who don't bother nobody. This is somebody who's not toxic. This is not somebody who be out in the street acting like a gutter bug. This is not somebody out in the street going to hoop to whop. This is not somebody sleeping with a married man. This is not some, Jezebel spirit. They've been casting Jezebel spirits left and right in the collective. Um, this is somebody who's attacking people who are not even in their vibration. Like if you saw them and you saw this person, you go, you fighting them? You attacking this person? What they got that you need? Don't you worship Satan? Don't you worship Jesus? What does Jesus got for you? Jesus ain't got nothing for you. You over here trying to hurt people. You're sending curses in a magnitude of, nothing that represents what this person is operating in. What do you need from this person that you're trying to operate in when we know that you worship something that is not aligned with the Holy Spirit? So you're gonna see some of this stuff operating out here in the collective that's just gonna be bizarre, wild, and maybe don't even make sense. But anyways, the collective is going to see something that's been toxic come to a sudden stop. This could be all the way up into political energies, certain things that has been very toxic. You're going to see certain things coming to an end. But at the same time, in your personal life, if you've been dealing with some sort of subtle or hidden toxicity or some sort of negative encroaching in your life, invasive, maybe stealing, spiritual thieves, all that's going to come to a sudden stop. I even looked at a reading earlier today, and somebody was still plotting and planning to steal from you. They still was trying to hook up, I call it their cords, their interject cords to you to keep track of you so that they can steal from you. For whatever I see self-destruction. They're headed for self-destruction, but they won't stop. So you can't say nothing right now, collective. We're just gonna have to. If you hear something crazy happening, just turn your head and then peek through your eyeballs and go like, "Oh, damn, what happened?" Because it's not gonna be cute. But I do see that something is just going to completely stop. Okay. And so with that, whatever chaos or unstable energies is going to become stable now in the month of April. Now, someone may fight all their might to cause some sort of destruction. But I see somebody doing something real crazy too, y'all. I don't know that movie. What's that movie called when Mickey Mouse, when he got on top of the mountain and he was a wizard? And the music was at the height, and he was like, and the wave was crashing, crashing up from one side of the mountain to the other. I feel like somebody's going to get into this like supernatural defiancy, where they're gonna cast like they want to open up some sort of tsunami in your life. They're like, you're not gonna leave until I get where I want, and I'm raising the terrors of life. It's even somebody doing that kind of thing, and somebody's gonna come right through and go boop, and that's enough. Click. You're not opening the gates of hell. Click. You're not causing a tsunami. Click. You're done. You know, that's what I'm seeing out here in the collective. Somebody may be getting ready to show their whole behind, and they're gonna get unplugged, straight snatched, straight snatched. And things will turn automatically stable. So somebody will make it their lights knocked out, literally, or something's gonna happen to a point where all that noise is just gonna get unplugged. Okay, whatever it is. It's going to be done and over with. And Spirit says, will there be any chance of revival? None. There's no coming back. there's no coming back from whatever I see. This completion of chaos is done. Okay. So karma isn't punishment exactly. So we're expecting something loud. I wouldn't expect it. I feel like if somebody's expecting some tower moment or some kind of explosive end, I wouldn't guarantee that we'll see an explosive end. Not with these ways these spirits been operating. I wouldn't guarantee that whatever ending that's ending could be loud. It could be very quiet. I can't guarantee that's not shocking. But whatever it is coming to an end. So it's going to be some sort of intervention or resolution. When it becomes clear, the peace will lock in and it will replace all this pressure, all this challenging of toxicity that somebody has been trying to place into your life. All of that's going to cease and peace will be replaced with it. And the month of April. So, yeah, so that's what I see for that. Also, real love versus attachments. People don't necessarily know somebody is like they enamored with someone, but when they see the person, they're expressing themselves maybe through love magic or sex magic. Whatever it is toxic as hell. It's a hell no to the hell no no no. And somebody's holding on to someone, maybe they know them from the past, maybe they don't know them at all. Someone is energetically trying to hold on to somebody for dear life. And it's the confusion is that the intensity of based on the connection this person's trying to have with somebody. And the person's going to see that they may have been gaslit by an environment of people, flying monkeys, who may have made them believe that maybe they talk in a very convincing way. Maybe the conversation was more aligned to what their ego was. And these people, suggested something, the person acted upon it. Somebody suggested something, the person acted upon it. And slowly they were getting into a more stagnant position, a more challenging position. But these people were consistent. So someone was consistently doing this and they weren't grounded and they needed to be grounded. And so whatever this person is starting to see a pattern, like they go to get some sort of advice and they come back out, act in a toxic expression, and then they say, huh? Something ain't right. I just saw this person. This person does not look affected at all. I don't know why this person does not love me. This person is not looking at me. This person doesn't see me. Nothing. And so somebody's going through the dark night of the soul faster than the Titanic. Somebody is seeing that their consistent behavior in regards to you, that they have told everybody that they have concern for you, they love you, they like you. They're starting to see their own toxicities in their own actions. That's what's happening, collective. Somebody maybe have gotten a clear head all of a sudden because they went outside, they said, huh? Was that me? That's what I was thinking. Was that me being that toxic? And I did it and it didn't work. Somebody's seeing their own toxicities collective. So that's what's happening with somebody who's going to have some sort of dark night of the soul or some kind of life change. And they're going to, I'm not going to say they're going to shape up, but whatever it is, they're starting to see themselves like, oh God, I'm toxic. And then I took toxic advice and then act upon it. And now I see all my problems, all these issues, and the person is still not there, that whoever they love or whoever they want to see or control, because really the person wants to control you, um, it's not there. This is not aligned. They see that they're not aligned to you. And now they're going to see, okay, I'm not aligned to this person. I'm not matched for this person. My toxicity of trying to control this person to be compatible to me, to find out all this time and all this abuse, all this magic, all this manipulation, all the rumors, to only come find out that he gets to, I can see clearly now, and somebody's seeing now, oh my God, now that I got in a close look, that this person was never aligned to me, this person was never my match, and I did all of this, and now they're going to go have this, because they did so much, they're going to have to go through some sort of emotional pain or the dark night of the soul that's really severe. in the month of April. Again, that's how lessons roll out here in the collective. But the person will let go because they're going to see that all that they've done, that there wasn't, now they see that they're not a match. All right, so this obsession is probably going to be easing away, okay? Next thing is protection and selective access, boundaries. Right now, your space is protected, collective. I feel like the collective is protected. There's nothing dramatic. Everything's firm. Everything's locked in. The protection is there. Somebody, though, is still in the operation of wanting to steal from you, collective. They want to steal whatever ideas you have so that they can operate in the spirit as you or take some kind of glory stick from you. Whatever it is, somebody wants to steal your glory. And I can hear experience give me that. I'm laughing. I hear that song. No, 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 no. Somebody experience says they never experienced a whole wad of angels clotheslining somebody. I don't think that's gonna be a good feeling. I do feel like the spirit says we're not even gonna let them get to the clothesline, Sheila. We're not even gonna let them get the flag. And if they get the flag, they're gonna feel this whole truck come through. No, I'm making jokes, but I do see a spirit holding a flag. They're like football. So I don't know. Somebody's gonna make it. These angels love football for some reason. Don't ask me. I do. I can laugh. They always holding the flag. Makes me laugh. They make me chuckle. But yeah, whatever access that these people had, they no longer have it automatically, or somebody assumed they have it. What they used to be able to reach into to gain, they will no longer have. So you guys may feel isolated. That to me is a blessing because now you can discern who you can have around you, who's not. Because I feel like some people, teachers, mentors, some of these people, influencers, are not as healthy as you think they are, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. A lot of you guys are probably going to see that your discernment is going to be at an all-time high in April. You need to. If you don't want to be in this war, from what I've experienced through black magic and warfare from these people who are still attacking me in this hour, um, I feel like a lot of you need to get your senses together and not operate so close to the blast zone. And a lot of you are staying in the blast zone, even if you're watching the moon live. I'm just gonna look at you like you in the goddamn blast zone. Don't look at me because you already opening yourself up to this, to what I've experienced before you. I experienced these people back in 2019. Hell to the fucking no. If I'm gonna go back and do a round 3, 2, and 4, 5. No, hell no. So I see somebody operating too close to the blast zone, you will be left. I will not be messing with you whatsoever. And if I know about it, no. I mean, there's people that have been calling me. I have not returned their calls as of yet. You will be on the speed dial. You will be on. I don't give more voicemails no more. You can't even leave me a message. You can't leave me nothing. No, there's no calling you back. I'm just not going to give you any access. I'm not going to give you no fake smiles. Those collective, some of you guys be operating with that fake smile. I'm not faking it no more. I'm not. If I don't like you, I'm just not going to like you. I see you. I don't ask for a hug. No, don't get close. How you doing? I really don't care if you're doing well. Don't really care if you're not doing well. Just keep your toxicity and your chaos and your gossip hound self over there. I will not be associated with anything of chaos. So collectively, you're going to have to protect your peace. Your peace is your calmness. Peace is sometimes isolation from those who are amused and entertained by chaos. I'm not gonna be entertained with gossip. If I want to know something about somebody, I'm gonna ask them myself. Hearing it through you and how passionate it is that somebody's going through some shit or something surprising or shocking is no longer my interest or pursuit in life. I'm not gonna spend my time paying $45 for a dinner to hang out with you and Kiki and Kaka and come to find out that the whole time that we're talking about somebody else. If you're not looking at something in Nordstrom's or talking about a trip, I don't want to talk to you. If you're not talking about a book or your business, I don't want to talk to you. If you want to be talking about other people, you're gonna have to find some new friends because I'm not the one. Okay? Keep your I literally I will have to hit you up real quick. Look, honey, I don't express myself in your toxicity of what somebody else got going on. But let me just tell you, it's just so good. I don't give a goddamn how good it is. Because check That's how I'm literally at. Check. Give my take out. My peace will not be disturbed by how you feel, whatever somebody else got going on in their lives. I don't care if it's good or bad. I will no longer be sitting at the table. You'll see me leave immediately. Okay, collective? And so with that, we're going to see that people are going to be moving differently. People are going to react less. People are going to recognize more. People are going to be expressing themselves less because people have gotten to this point where they have explained themselves to the inner earth. People are going to be explaining themselves a lot less, okay? It may cause a lot of you to stop gossiping now. Maybe you can't find nothing to gossip about because nobody's talking to you. Now people can make decisions without a whole bunch of input. Some of these people have made their lives 5 to 6 years of their lives hoping that they could live luxuriously through you. This is what busybody does to people. Busybody meddling does not pay. Okay? It just shows that you're mentally you're unbalanced as an adult. So you're gonna see people acting calm. They're not cold. They're just not in the flow of chaos. And a lot of you have been so used to chaos that you don't know how to operate any other way. And so I would tell people, she ain't cold. She's not the ice queen. She is operating in clarity. He is operating in clarity. And you're not used to it because you're so used. Look at your expression. You are so used to engagement of some sort of upkeep, gossip, some sort of entanglement, chaos, attachment. We don't do that over here. That's what I'm saying right now. AliOfficial.com. We do calm, quiet, consistent energy. If you got any sort of chaos, flying monkey energy, you're gonna see me send you a nice, beautiful email. Your services as a valued client is appreciated, but you're not allowed to have any more services. Or I will not operate in chaos. I'm looking for mature, modern spiritual authority for collective who is not trying to perform their spirituality. I need my collective to understand that you need to get up out of people's energies and stand in your sovereignty, because this is the energy that's calling for it. In the month of April, the phoenix has risen to a point where it has reached so many towers in its life that it will not burn up anymore. It has now maintained its sustainable life energy, a sovereign built, and it's not going to burn down no more. And these people are operating and trying to steal for something that is beyond their own transformation. And now we're going to have to watch these karmics burn because they don't stop. It's whatever they had going on in their lives may be a complete stop. And they will have to. I saw somebody in the vision walking away. They walk away pretty sad. I don't know, collective. Somebody they got a very disturbing belief system. I don't know what to say. After it arrives, the collective will be in a sovereign state. You're not going to keep burning now, collective. If you've been under heavy warfare, you're not burning down anymore. That tower's your last tower. And these people who have been operating in towers, trying to create towers in your life, you have become the master of towers. And these people are just going to keep harming themselves at this point. Okay? Yeah, the collective is going into a very stable environment. Somebody's maybe trying to do whole lot of magic, a whole lot of manipulation, a whole lot of just weird stuff because they've been in routine, they're stuck in a standard. And you're going to create a life that holds, collective. When you're in a sovereign built state, you create something that lasts forever. So moving on from that, in the month of April, I do see a shift happening in a real way, which is beautiful for the collective. You have to be consistent. Don't let these people make you think that you're going to be in poverty, that you're never going to be able to afford anything. This is a false illusion as well. as much as they have done. I'll see a lot of you with the work and the consistency will get the results that you're looking for. And it's not fleeing you, it's staying consistent is what's key. And trusting yourself and staying steady in your environment. Okay. This tower is a beautiful tower. This tower is the blessing. Okay. Um, so if you feel like someone is trying to steal from you, when I saw these cards, you're not losing anything that was meant for you, and you're not losing what requires confusion to exist. Again, if somebody's operating in confusion, and I see the collective is being attacked by someone who's in operational confusion, that's their existence, not yours. And do not claim it. You're going to stay in a place of gaining your clarity, your protection, and being stable in a life that no longer depends on chaos. And let's hold that for a second. A life that no longer depends on chaos. The life that no longer depends on chaos. And anybody who's projecting chaos is going to be operating from their own existence that will not overflow into you any longer. You are not being removed from your position. You are being repositioned. Okay? Spirit says, respect my authority. Somebody in the collective, you don't have to cry another tear. You don't have to stress. You don't have to. But what I'm seeing, the collective, there's no more anxieties. There's no more fear. Somebody who's trying to core you all up and trying to be in you, all of that is dissipating. I see it just flashing out. Bow! Like somebody who's trying to hold you back will no longer be able to stagnate you. Not a day longer, not an hour, not in this moment. It's 3:45 p.m. Someone who's trying to stagnate your life will not be able to siphon, steal, or operate in the spirit of chaos against you no more. In the name of the divine light of Yeshua, HaMashiach, I choose peace and clarity and right align. I call Archangel Michael to cover the Michael shield, the sunflower matrix, the floor matrix, and the reflective light shield to activate over my mind, my body, my home, and my work. Let all interferences be neutralized. Right now, all false access remove, all confusion replaced with truth, and I receive right now the neutralizing mist. I call for the grounding seal, the sovereignty, the frequency lock, the angelic gatekeepers, and the renewal triggers now. Restore what is mine in clarity and order. Strengthen what is aligned. Release what is not. And let peace remain and stability builds. Amen. Let those cords drop. Have your deliverance. You guys may feel something drop from you during this podcast. It is a cord, an attachment that no longer serve you. Let it drop right now in the name of Yeshua. And all endings of resolution in this podcast, you will end the karmic cycle. Somebody who's been attacking you for your blessings, attacking you for your destiny, all that unstable mental illness, all that unstable cycles is coming to an end in the month of April. It's ending now in the name of Yeshua. And we're going to clarify that love is real, that versus the attachments that somebody has poisoned this collective with this obsession is no longer being able to be obsessed. The obsession is ending because someone's going to learn the clarity of their rooted issues of obsession, okay? Someone who's going to establish peace in the month of April. You're going to establish boundaries in the month of April. You're going to activate your being stable in your environment, home, work, life, spirit. And you're going to have your own authentic identity. No one's going to be, all the stuff that these people have stolen is not even going to matter because they don't have your mantle, they don't have your anointing. They try to steal it and wear it, and you didn't see them improve their lives any better. You didn't see any improvement with the stuff that they stole. I've seen and bear witness to it myself. These people have stolen everything up and down, trying to steal somebody's whole life, and their life is no better for it. They're still not famous. They're still not a reader. They're still not a healer. They're still operating in delusions. So in the month of April, your identity is your identity, okay? Move yourself into an alignment of work that is yours, your commitment. Align yourself to commitment, and the real income will follow through. Move yourself into alignment of your work. Don't do somebody else's work. It's like somebody who, again, I just want you to find your own identity, because that's going to be your alignment to your commitment to your income. If somebody's trying to operate through you and they're trying to get rich off of you, I don't see the alignment. I don't see the alignment. And from what I've seen in these cards and what I've seen in the spirit, is whatever they thought they were going to do it's going to get cut off anyway. So somebody took a whole good damn time of 5, 8, 10 years of stealing somebody else's shit to only find they're gonna lose it all, and just like that. None of it was theirs from the beginning. They should have kept their hands to themselves. They wasted time, money, energy, and harmed so many people in the process of nothing. That's what the collective is seeing in the month of April. They should have just kept their damn hands and eyes to themselves. All right. If this message resonates, you can explore my alignment readings. These are email readings. I do not tolerate chaos or flying monkeys. If your readings is to the point where I think you need uh, some other resources, I will put that in the email. If you have paid in advance, I will let you know that you will not get a refund. If you send me an email that I do not approve, I am looking for people who have clarity in their lives, who are wanting to operate in peace and calmness. Those are the type of clients I'm looking for. If you're going through some sort of mental unstableness, you're in depression, I am not your therapist. This is an email reading. I'm not a one-on-one coach anymore. If you're looking for a one-on-one coach, go find one. I am looking for those who are sovereign beings or need to learn how to find themselves in sovereign beings who make good decisions to help you make good decisions. Other than that, all other things are not aligned to me. You will see as we go along that I'm looking for people, for a mature modern spiritual authority of those who are aligned to making decisions in their life, and they may have questions about it. My husband's doing this, my boss is doing that, I need to better my career. Those are the type of things I'm going to align with. If you're going through some sort of emotional episode, okay, some sort of mental breakdown, I am not the one that you should be calling to. You need to call a therapist. If it's really severe, you need to call a depression hotline that is alive. I am focused on email alignment readings, remote energetic resets, and home clarity support. So I'm doing clarity home resets from remote view. I do all of it pretty quick. I am very fast. I guess that you know. So sometimes people are like, "Whoa." I do remote energy clearance very quickly, very fast. I work with angels, if you want to know, the Holy Spirit, and you sure, yep, yep. Email readings, same way, and yeah. So go to my website. I am Christ aligned. Everything you go see is going to be Christian aligned, Christ aligned. I will be talking a lot about restoring peace, removing interference, and helping you move forward with a grounded direction. That's my focus. If you're looking for chaos, you're coming to the wrong one. I do operate in calmness and stillness. I take my time. And yes, I like to move quick, but I do take my time in the beginning, just to sort out certain energies that you may have, because some of y'all got layers. Um, I focus on intention. I like to be grounded, and I like to be alive. I want that same thing to happen to you. I work with with integrity. I am not operating in any malice, jealousy. I am not, in your Akashi records. I don't need to go to your Akashi records. I am focusing on bringing you into authority, into an alignment where your life is peaceful, you're intuitively living your expression without harming others in doing so. Okay? So from illusions to alignment, peace is power. Protect your energy, align living, focus on your discernment, real love, not attachment, and that some of you will be seeing real money if you stay consistent and just continue to nip at your work. And don't worry about these destiny swaps or these people who are trying to copy you. Some of the stuff you may see out there, the collective, I'm telling you, you are the master of your life, and whatever you're putting out there, God has assigned it to you. And no one will be able to come over top of Yeshua to outshine you. Okay? If Yeshua is behind you, nobody will be able to put you up under. Okay? All I'm saying is don't let your ego and your pride get you all up in a tizzy. Because what I'm seeing in the collective and what I've seen out in the collective, some of these people who have stolen some of these people's energies have not operated in it. They don't know what they're operating in. It's almost like somebody's trying to run a spaceship and they're only 4 years old in the spirit. That's what it's giving to me, collective. And that's not to be mean. I'm just saying that some of these people are trying to steal things that they don't know what planet it's from. What planet, what source. They're just trying to steal power, and it looks like they're charlatans and frauds. And that's what it's giving. Be authentic. Do not perform out here in these spiritual streets. All right. Many blessings, collective. Peace out.